Alright, let's get cracking. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. So good morning to everyone, and good afternoon if you're in the Asian time zone, and good evening if you're somewhere far away as well. Hope you guys doing well. Really appreciate you guys actually jumping on the stream as well. Show some love, hit the likes button, you know, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and you know how we do. We just kill the market on a day-to-day basis. We've got a surprise guest for you guys actually. I've got trader SC should be coming in any moment now, so looking forward to that. I think that'll be fun. He's free for about 10-15 minutes, so there's some alpha he's gonna spit though, really. So I'd say listen up. He's a legendary guy, so you know, we'll go from there when he is ready, when he does join us, and then yeah, we get about a good 10-15 minutes with the legend himself. And he can ask you questions, blah blah, and just watch him, just talk his shit, man. I mean, when he talks, is freaking one of those things. Like when he speaks, he's one of the few people that I just shut the fuck up and listen. That's honestly, that's true. When he says like, yeah, he's long or short because of this reason, I try to understand why is he thinking the way he's thinking. Because it's really easy to actually just like listen to someone on Twitter and be like, oh yeah, he's long, let's just long too. No. You need to start breaking down the reasoning behind it as well. So obviously we know on Twitter that he is actually long at the moment. So I'm a bit skeptical in terms of the move. I do think there's more downside. So there's a bit of a disagreement between me and him on this base right now. But I like to actually see what he's saying, pick his brains a little bit before he gets to go. And once he goes, then yeah, we carry on there. Before we carry on, I just want to give a quick shout out to some of you guys there. There's 29 people here. Show some love, hit the like button as well. We've got Powerful, morning to you. Mozaf is here. Amar's here as well. Again, how you doing, brother? Tradernator, what's going on, brother? How you doing? You keeping well? Morning, man. We've got Mafia here. Lurock, Jumper. We've got Tom, Jay. You know how he goes, man. So, show love, man. Harry's here. Anyone else got an echo? You guys got an echo? Shouldn't do. Bit strange. Mohammed's here as well. So, well, what we're going to do in the meantime, we are going to actually carry on in a bit. I'm doing well at Tradernator. Not too bad actually. For those who don't know, right? Actually, let me do the intro for Delta Exchange, and then I'll plug in Tradernator in there. We'll carry on, and then once SC blesses us with his presence, we'll let him just talk in it. I'll just probably shut the fuck up and listen. So yeah, let's get cracking. So, want to give a quick shout out to the guys at Delta Exchange. They're sponsoring the episode itself, so bless them as well. They're an exchange which do a bunch of things. They do futures, options, a lot as well. A range of different coins, a huge range as well. So like my link is in the description to sign up as well. So if you sign up on via my link, you get 10% bonus of up to $500 on deposit, with $1 or more in BTC, Ethereum, USDT, and XRP. So those are the 4 you get to choose as well. Me personally, I like to choose USDT. I prefer USDT myself. But as you can see, they're quite a very, very smooth platform itself. Plus they've got the app as well in terms of the on Google Play and the App Store. So it doesn't matter if you're on a Nokia, sorry, not Nokia. If you're on an Android or you're on a iPhone, then you can easily use this as well. So it's a straightforward. Let's have a look. Let's go for it. A couple of seconds. Straightforward as well. Really easy. So you go to markets itself, for example. Go into the futures, for example. This is what I like to trade on. Obviously I need to log in. Oh no, it's right there. So you got all these as well, like BTC, Ethereum, and those are the 2 I'm focusing right now. BTC and Ethereum. Solana's on there. AVAX. They got XRP, BNB is another one. Mana's another one I'm looking to actually play. LTC. It's a slow mover, but it's all in there. SHIB. That's why I actually did my SHIB trade as well. So for those who actually remember back in October, I did the SHIB trade there. So that's the Delta Exchange. So bless them, and yeah, they're the ones sponsoring it. Love to these guys. And look who we got here. We got SZ. Let's see what's going on, brother. How you doing? You alright? You jumping on?
I'm all good, bro. Can you hear me?
Ah, my bro. What you saying, man?
Well, bankers.
What? I'm chilling, man. What you saying? Gee, man. How's things going, man?
It's chilling.
You're all blessed, yeah?
All blessed.
Man, you're a busy guy, though. It's hard to get a hold of you.
Yes, I'm here, there, everywhere.
Yeah.
Next week, so.
You're here, there, in someone's mum's house as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You know it
You
is.
sound smash, fam, though. What's going on? You good?
Yeah, chest effects, go back chest, man. It's immunosuppressants, man. Fuck me up.
You still on those, man?
Yeah, slow down, man. Ugh, that's your shit.
You know what I respect so much is that you've got this is what I want everyone to understand is that even though like Saeed, he's such a great guy and you know he's killing on the market, at the same time he's got his own shit going on in terms of health wise, and he's still killing the motherfucking market, man. That's something else, that is. God damn, bro.
Whoa, bro.
Cool.
So, what you see, what you see with the market, man?
Man, to me, I'm actually seeing the market as it's a tricky one, to be honest, right? Me personally, I'm looking at the market, and I'm seeing this high time resistance, right? Ethereum to me looks like a short, in my opinion.
Yeah, chart out, bro. I see the chart. Or do
yeah.
you want me to say the chart? I can't share the chart. It's I need to give me information.
How do I do that, man? One second. Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, show me what you're looking at first, isn't it?
Let me show my screen. Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. You can see, and then we can go from there. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So I've got two things really, right? Obviously, I've got the weekly range on Ethereum, as you can see, and I also got the Monday's range itself there. And to me, this mid range to me is finding resistance because if we reclaimed above it, right, then because I was shorting it, right. If we reclaim above it, I'll cut my shorts, right. Well, I would have been stopped out anyway, and then take the longs off here, playing it level to level up to there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. And the second thing is, right, with BTC, it's fucking choppy. Did you see dollar yesterday? Pushed up like a motherfucker.
I was expecting anywhere with dollars and a macro breakout. You could look cable, sterling, euro. It's just
Cable made the low. I'll show you. I had this range going on cable here, and we hit targets on that one right off here on the 0.19 level off a weekly range. Actually, we're just going on for 5 years, fam. So
yeah, it's a big one. So this is gonna be an interesting time, especially with FOMC and stuff. It's hard for FX has been hard for me recently. I've got the odd trade here and there.
Yeah.
But it's been more crypto. I mean, once things, I mean, that's one big range. That's a nicely drawn range.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, dude.
We'll see if they intervene this level about takes.
I mean, like,
pullback.
looking at the daily itself, right? This level's got a hold. The 0.19. It's got a hold there. I mean,
Usually I find that it squeeze a bit lower before below that. But again,
you reckon around here, this area, 1.17, approximately that area, then bounce off this block itself. Whoops. Do something like this, squeeze off there, come back into it, and then let's go fucking higher.
Possibly. I'm probably gonna wait to post FOMC before.
Yeah, that's today. That's today, man. 7 o'clock. So that's gonna be interesting as well. What about you? What are you seeing, man, in the market?
I'm just in crypto right now. Look, it's crypto, but if you look at ES as well. But I'm gonna do any traditional markets. I'm gonna deal with after. You gotta give me permission to share some rough.
How do I fucking do that, man? This is where Nas comes in. Stardust, ask already pin, make host. I'm making you as host now. Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you loud and clear.
Alright, so all I'm looking at, I mean, it's not just basic levels really. I mean, one is the Monday side, it's both Monday side we're good.
Yeah.
But let's just do a basic SOL. Okay, I think this is probably everybody understands it.
Yeah.
This way, the basic. I'm going to do this. So all I'm looking for, if you trim it down, we obviously at key support, which is this previous all-time high. So even a small reaction, it doesn't mean I'm going to go all the way up. It just maybe some sort of reaction and continue. Who knows? I don't give a fuck either. All I'm looking for is short-term trade, so I'm just going to map out what I think short-term. So we're at that key SR naturally. We started to maybe a double bottom sort of formation. So this is where it comes in. So all you need to do is mark out your support, your resistance. I don't know, H1's probably better. 2R, just to see clearly. So just mark out where we're at right now. That's resistance. So when I took the long yesterday, it was in the stream actually. I spoke about this long. There's the support, and the next region is going to be there. So all I'm doing is, if it comes into here, support, until it's broken, it's still support. Deviate, take that stops, that's your long, target done. If it breaks above and holds, there's your long, target done. Same until it gets towards here. On the way down, I mean, I'm not confident shorting on the deviation of this because high time flow I think goes a bit higher first. But even if I am wrong, who gives a fuck? I can always
get back on.
get back in.
Yeah.
So I've got this going on here. Where would be my target be then? Well, around here, first target. So if it breaks below here and holds, there's my short, target 1, and target 2, these lows, and that's it.
That's it. You're not looking for extended targets, nothing like that.
I've been extended targets by 16k, but we can worry about that when the time comes. Still we're within this range, we'll worry about that then.
Got you. Right. So you focus range to range then, isn't it? Yeah?
Right now, yeah.
That's it. That's alright then.
And F the same thing really. I mean, if you look at FUSD. If you look at F, I mean, that's just one big range. I mean, that's range high. And this is range low. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the deviation with respect to them. Same thing with that. As soon as Bitcoin came to support, there's your support is pushed up. There's your resistance. So again, either you do something like this, deviate, get back above, long, target 1, or break above, hold, get long, you go for these highs here. To the downside, exact same thing as Bitcoin, same setup actually. If it makes a clean break below here, and holds, we short, we cut here and a break back above the trend line, target 1, and then target 2, probably this region here, and here, and that's it. We'll worry about the rest later on when the time comes. All I'm focusing on is the range plays, and that's it.
You know what? When you made that range on Ethereum, like, it makes a lot more sense because, like, for me, I've got I mix a couple of ranges on there. I mix the weekly range and the daily range, and I think
you can do the daily, weekly level. That's fine. But right now we've already established. I mean, with Bitcoin, that's already at a key macro level. And sometimes we get to. For me personally, each to their own. Obviously, whatever you see cleanly. For me, that is enough, and that's all I use. I mean, I use my Monday's range, this, that, the other as well. But sometimes you get too much on the chart, fucks with your head, and just gets too much.
It's true. It's true. Like, but another question I think most people are wondering, right, is like, when would you look at loading up an alt? Well, what are the signs that you'd be looking for to actually say, okay,
you know what, bro? I'm not even a big fan of alts, but if you're gonna look at alts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just mainly trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, make all my money off that.
They're the easiest one.
Place when the time comes.
Yeah.
But what you want to do is, I mean, if you think Bitcoin's gonna push up, you look at the alt BTC pair, alt F pair.
Yeah.
There. I mean, I think SOL is decent. I think. I'm looking at Solana. I mean, the SOL. If I look at this is May low, right? Yeah, well, this monthly low, I think there's a good chance to start making
pushes as well, yeah.
I was long SOL there. I got out. I tweeted, but I got out right here.
You did that with AVAX as well.
AVAX as well.
Yeah.
I did get back in. Previously trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, but if this gets back up above here, that's a reclaim of a monthly level. And this time round, it's carving a higher low as well. I'm not saying the low is in. But I think bear market rallies are
down touching. Because I wouldn't mind if the market just range bands here for the next year or two. I don't give a shit. I'll just play that.
But even if it does range band, it's got to have. I think it's too small of a range in my opinion. It's got to have a couple of $1,000 range. I think range bound environment. I mean, Bitcoin's the easier one to show. I think if it is going to range bound for a while, we want something a bit more than this. Maybe about 5 to 10k range, like this.
Yeah.
Happening.
Over the weekly.
But I don't know. I mean, what we want, we kind of enforce on the market. We just go with what the market's saying. If it's going to rain, we'll know soon. We're still trend. But I personally, jokes aside, I personally think we get something like this. I spoke about tonight about this as well.
Yeah.
I generally think if it's going to push up, this is too obvious of what SR level.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a theory. I mean, I don't know it's going to
happen. No. I see where you're coming from here.
But I generally think we get some sort of squeeze into there.
Yeah.
And then towards here, and then we'll see what happens.
Do you know what's funny about your trend line there? So you know on the weekly, so like you know the tap that goes like to about 33, 34k, the low, and you make the high, and you make a range. So where it bounces off, right, your line should come approximately 50% of that range, you know.
Shit.
Oh, you're too much lines, fam.
Yeah, there's a macro range.
But yeah, like thinking, cause I was marking out a scenario that I think about 2 weeks ago.
Show me your shot, bro.
I'll show you. What's in? Let me share my screen. So
everybody like the video, man.
Yeah, man. Smash the likes, man. SC's blessed us with his presence here, man. It's very rare that he's actually has a moment or two, but you guys are in for a massive treat. Let's have a look. More options. Yeah, host disable. So you need to allow me, because you're the host, you gotta allow me to share
Oh
my screen.
shit!
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this.
Dude, it's thingy, it's Naz. He's the one who's a fucking legend on this shit.
Fuck. I don't know what to do.
I'll send it to you, 1 second. Then give me a moment and I'll just send it to you, send you my chart.
What is it?
Where is fucking... There we go. So
Make host, yeah. I made you the host.
you made the host, yeah? Say.
Yeah, now you're the host.
Right. We have to do this back and forth now, innit?
And that's just it.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, you know.
Yeah, he's my IT guy, man. I mean, tech guy. You just go to him.
Dude. He's like, you know that Indian call center? That's him. Nah, we got love for him. We got love for him. BTC, yeah, so literally, so you did this line here, right? It's about, this is your line here, approximately from there to about around here, right? Approximately around that area, whatever it was, yeah? I've got a weekly range of here to there, right? And you see this block here?
Mm-hmm.
This hasn't been retested here. And I would like, if it's possible, to go back up, squeeze into it, come back into this block here, maybe reject off here, off this low there, or you can just pull back in and whatever. Once it rejects, breaks down, let's go. And then that's my confirmation to go a lot more lower to this target, and then break down, and let's fucking send this back to fucking 10k, man, if we have to go.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly that's the I'm looking for as well. If he gets there, again, we can map out a couple of scenarios, but until it happens, we just take it.
Yeah, we're just taking it as a pinch of salt right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. That's mad. But I'm baffed by Dixie, man. I mean, I was hoping that the dollar index would make a breakdown. It's still pushing up, and I think it's going to go up to one.
Just if you look at the weekly and the quarterly chart, I mean, if you zoom out a bit, you see it's coming to resistance. This is a resistance area right now. I mean, even more, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a resistance area, but it's hard. I'm thinking around the 111 you've marked. But again, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, so you're looking for a pullback off this low here, and then send back down.
I mean, I rolled the rate from the lows around 90s, early 90s, all the way up. I rolled that, and now
right,
I don't know. Now I've done made my money from that, and I'm done until something very, very crystal clear comes up. You don't need to trade every single part of the move, nor do we need to justify every little movement.
No.
You catch what makes sense to you.
No.
Leave what doesn't.
Definitely not as well. I mean, even to support your idea in terms of the longs on Bitcoin, even Bitcoin dominance is actually pushing is breaking down here. I'll show you. So this is like a range over there, as you can see, the high and the low. Let's go on the 4 hours, and let me just delete this shit. This is a bit too much crap there. But we're finding resistance of the mid range. So all we got to do is literally lose this level here, and then go back to 25% of the range, do something like this, and then let's go back down to here, and then see if it's possibly over back to range low. I mean, that's an SR right here, so we're going to get some reaction off this area, which is about 41.38. We'll see what Bitcoin does at the same time, and then potentially just come into this consolidation.
You know what, fam? I would never look at Bitcoin dominance, you know.
I do all the time, fam, you know.
I never look at it as usual. I mean, I've charted it because some people requested
Ask it, yeah.
But I've never really looked at it, fam.
No. I the thing is, there's a lot of people who use total as well. I don't really use it that much, you know. The total 1, 2, and 3 and shit.
Isn't that the same? Looks like F chart. I mean, XO DMs me sometimes.
I think it does. I know XO does it as well. He loves it. He really loves that kind of stuff. It does look like freaking.
It's just how you use it. It's like anything else. How you
use it. There's no point using a chart for the sake of using a chart without actually understanding what it is about and how you can actually implement that into your own strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're long then, brother.
No, I was long. I taken most of my long off in my levels. I'm waiting for the trigger plans like I've just shown you guys.
Yeah, I was short. I had to cut the trade early on as well. To be honest, where I got the short was quite tight. I got like quite aggressively. It was on Ethereum. It was the Ethereum short. I'll show you. So what I did was, I watched this bit here. I was on the 5-minute chart, right? And the moment we got underneath here, right? So yeah, the moment we got underneath here, right? So fuck off, man. So that's the high there, and then we got back underneath the Monday's low. Did a bounce, right, and we come into here. Once we bounce off to this low there, I entered approximately around this area here. I think,
yes, that's a good medium version trade. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's just
stop loss up there. Oh well, stop loss up here, and I played it back to range target 1, and then once it come back up and it bounced off this area here, I cut the rest of the trade, and I was like, fuck that.
That's a nice trade.
Yeah, it's not too bad, man. I made a good, what, 3 half that or something?
Good stuff.
Yeah, man. Bro, it's all you, fam. You're the one who taught me all this shit.
I do. I take that trade. I mean, in Asia, it pumped up. Yeah, I closed my trades and then started posting.
Yeah.
Once I start ship posting, you know I'm at the trade.
Oh, is that what the sign is?
Yeah. When I start ship posting, I'm like, I just post it. I just piss people off.
Yeah. Bro, you know what? You're funny. Who you bringing on the stream though? You got a plan on yours and XO?
Yeah, so we're gonna do like a XO SZ Shoutout. I think we're planning on it anyway. Early days.
That's it. So this is gonna be like a weekly thing.
I don't know, maybe bi-weekly. I can't be bothered being a weekly, man. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. That's fun. That'll be a lot of fun as well. Because you know what's jokes is, XO, he's really fucked up there. XO, like he's very serious. You know, really a serious guy, and you're the fuck about guy.
I'm the Rami.
Yeah, you're the Rami. It's a really nice concept you guys have got.
You're the degenerate one.
Bro, do you know what? Sometimes when I listen to you, right, and I'm like, I can't believe this guy is the trader SZ. To me, he is the Brummy guy around the corner in not too far from me. Fucking hell. Anyone got any questions? We've got 103 people here. Come on, smash the likes, man. Show some support. If you got any questions, pop it down as well, and I'm sure SC will be able to actually answer some of them.
I've got 5 more minutes, and then I've got to go. But anyone got questions?
Yeah, 5 minutes. Go on, FMG. FMG, have you checked him out?
Yes, FMG.
He's a sick geezer, he is, you know.
I follow him.
Built like a fucking brick, you know.
Is that Mr. Steal Your Girl? Yes, he is.
Yeah. So what about Sol?
Looks not looking bad either. I was just gonna be looking long. Looks, I don't take also, remember? Yeah.
What?
I mean, looks. I mean, I'm just writing that hype there.
Looks?
I know there's a hype behind it. I mean, so I'm just writing that.
Oh, you took the trade. You took a long time on looks, right? Didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you host again and then like let you share the screen. Fucking hell. When you need Naz, he's not around, is it? I'm sure if I find him, he would teach me. You know, he would ask me that. Back it as well, yeah.
You are now the host. Oh shit. Yeah, so looks, yeah. Really start. I'm not looking bad. I mean, there's not much data to work with, but I know Arthur did that article, right? I know if he's hyping it behind it, even if it doesn't last year, it's fucking right, the scam pump. I'm just here for the scam pump.
Yeah.
I still haven't traded that. I was under the weather for a while. I only trade that when I'm not trading my main account. I think I took it to 10 to 20 now. This next one, the recent one. I think sitting at 16 right now. CSC 16 to lay a bit of a hit, and I'm gonna trade it again. I trade it when the market's trending. So when it's trending, then I do it. Otherwise, it's not good for range bound environments.
Yeah, I see what you mean as well. It's just like waves though.
It's a nice little breakout, yeah.
It's a retester.
Basic chart pattern. I think it could at least towards here. I mean, I'm long. I'll go long around here, and then I just spot position. I mean, small margin positions there. I think it could just towards here, this size here. So right now, I mean, if you can hold above this, it's a nice little. That's a deviation. It's a nice little long towards there, and then we see if it's got legs to go higher or not. That's macro resistance and a big resistance towards there.
Dude, that's a sick one though.
It's nice to play, man.
Yeah. Just milk wherever you can as well. And you got last week's range as well. So
yeah, last week's range marked out here as well. So to delete this, I mean, we're fighting last week's high. If you can clear last week's high and hold,
we're good to go.
Should head towards here.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. I've got to head off here. I've got a few things to sort out.
Carry on, brother.
Maybe jump on again soon.
No, I really appreciate you coming here, man. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming as well. So you take care of yourself, brother. And
do I have to make you think?
No. Just leave, and then I'll take over. I'll sort the rest out. Yeah. Well, guys, you guys got into a treat with Trader SC was here. That's yeah, he's a busy guy, so I really appreciate him as well. So I know SC, you've left already, so I just want to say thank you so much as well. I'm gonna message him after the show, just to show some love as well. For those, actually, they didn't actually get to do this as well. So for those who don't know how who Trader SC is, my guy is one of the killer guys in the market, in my opinion. So if you go to, let's have a look, go to home, alright, he's my mentor, and I'll type in Trader, here we go, got right here, Trader SC, that's it. So if you go to thingy, it's Trader1SC on Twitter, that's his Twitter account as well. So he's got like 10-11 years experience as well. Absolute fucking killer. And for those who don't know anything about it as well, if you go to YouTube, he's also got his stream that he does on a weekly basis. He's got 2 of them going on. So you've got Trader SC, 2 of them. One of them is 2 of them. Yeah, so you go on there onto his channel, and he's got 2 things. He's got Bitcoin for Ledgers, and he's also got the altcoin for Ledgers as well. So he does that weekly. So I believe Bitcoin for Ledgers is definitely on a Monday. Monday or Monday, and he did the Bitcoin for Ledgers yesterday. So sometime he comes on Tuesday, whatever, and he does the altcoin for Ledgers, I believe, on Friday, kind of time, that kind of time itself. So that's SC there. Man, you guys are going mad here. Shit, I'm a really bad host. I got so amazed that SC was on the show that I fucking didn't even pay attention to what's going on. I mean, what are you guys saying? Let me just close this all up. What are you guys saying, man? Got critique here. Everyone's showing love as well. That's really nice, man. Yeah, Bob saying Dixie's strength's continuing. Hafalol says, love how you guys sit together. SC, XO, NJ, and Dainks. You know what it is? It's like, it comes down to this, right? So when you're if you're a good person kind of thing as well, and you're not looking for beef, because on Twitter you get a lot of people actually chatting a lot of shit. Oh, by the way, we hit over 1,000. Fucking hell. I smashed over 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for all of that as well. That's a big milestone for me as well. That's 1K. God damn it, I can't believe that. I actually hit 1,000 as well in about 6 weeks worth of work. It just shows that anyone can do it. You guys can do it the same as well. I don't think I'm anything special. I'm just a geese like anyone else as well. So, FMG's gonna go for a cigarette. Come on, man, let's smoke together, bro. When you come down to the UK, we'll have to link up. Get high on the stream now to celebrate. I gotta focus, man. I don't think I can. Should I get high and do the fucking stream today? Volatility today because of FOMC, yeah. So another thing is, yeah, what Mohammed actually brought up is quite interesting. We've got FOMC today. How you find out this information. So if you type in Google, or if I go to Forex Factory. The website is forexfactory.com, right? /calendar, /calendar. And this is the key that everyone needs to understand as well. Really, really good thing. Get high, fuck it. Okay, if SE says get high, I'll do it. 1 second, let me go and get my grind and shit. Fuck it. Alright, let's do this, man. One minute, 1 second. Alright, so you have to bear with me just a moment, okay? So, like I was saying, I got this paper, bro. SC, when you're free and you come back to Brahman, I got these papers that bubblegum, man. They're fucking sick, mad. And also, you can make it as long as you want, man. I was trying to make these helicopters yesterday as well. My uncle came down in it, and he goes to me, "You got any weed?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a little bit." And so he was telling me that he made his helicopter. So he was teaching me how to do it. It's fucking mad. It was weird though because 2 guys got to smoke together, but it's lit though. Not a helicopter, the cross. Okay, that's enough cigarette. Let's place it there. Alright. Let's see, I've already got all this stuff grinded as well, man. Yeah, so I was saying it while I'm doing this. Fuck it, that's a lot, man. Fuck it, you know what? Let's do it, man. I haven't tried high and talk to you at all. So let's just do this properly. We're gonna do it. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate. 1 second. Right. Walaikum salam, Khalil. What's going on, brother? Yo, FMG, you got any weed on you? Let's smoke up right now, innit? I can't be saying salam in it and I've got your weed with me. That's so fucked up. It's really, really, really weird, man. I feel really disrespectful there. Where's the fucking thingy? Daughter tip. Fuck it. Sonny goes, SC, EXO, Dank, NJ, monthly smoke stream. Maybe Chimzu can smoke some Saudi Kush. I love it. I love it. That'll be a good one as well. I wonder, like, but that's the thing is, man, like, I've never smoked with SC in it, so I would like to see how this guy does, because, you know, his brain runs on, like, 1,000,000 miles an hour kind of thing, and he, like, when he actually breaks down the chart, it's so sick. But then he has these moments on Twitter that he does with me, where he actually just sends me a track, and I know he's, like, he's chilling now, he's on a vibe in it. Alright, let's do this, man, let's smoke this up. For 1,000 followers, man. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. Big love to you all, man. I really, really appreciate this. We are going to get cracking on the stream as well as continuing in terms of looking for a trade, or potentially for a trade, and break it down in my view. But he's laughing right now. I'm getting high over a stream because of you, fam. You're the deciding factor here. Some good shit though. Some Cali Orange. Alright, so I was saying, Tom's asking, what's your thoughts on Mooncall apparently having a net worth of 1 billion? If he has a net worth of 1 billion, good for him, man. I'm happy for him. I mean, it's not my money. Whether he's lying or telling the truth, it's got nothing to do with me. So, I think it's really important that everyone needs to not worry about someone else's net worth or what their income is, and look at this person or someone like myself who's taking XY trades. And because that's what I don't like, right? You know, like, for example, if I show, like, I've done all these trades and I've got, like, let's say I make 10 hours a week, right? I've done it before, I've done it plenty of times. Last week, I think I made 14 hours anyway. And I don't want people to start thinking, alright, okay, so if you made 14 hours and he's risking $1,000, I made $14,000. Worry about yourself, innit? I think everyone needs to worry about themselves. End of the day, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and you're all in this mess, really. This crypto mess to make your life better. So just do your thing in it. So just do your thing, and just keep grinding as well. So if Mooncall has a net worth of 1 billion, good for him. I'm not gonna see a penny out of that anyway. It's not my business. If he loses it, he loses it. It's nothing to do with us, right? Someone's business is someone else's business. FMG's right. Apparently we all like to pry on shit, man. That's why this whole Instagram shit is always fucking bullshit, in my opinion, you know? Let me put this up. Because at the end of the day... Fuck. Fucking hell. That's a... very strong one. Oh, fuck. I'm already licked now. I'm not gonna lie to you, I gotta finish this off though. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know how this stream is going. Fuck. I don't know how this stream is going to go, but you guys should be smoking with me, man. All 1,000 of you, man. Let's not talk about Christ here, man. I'm smoking the weed, you know. Let's have some respect. So yeah, I know smoking's not good for me, but we're celebrating to 1,000, man. I wish I had some fucking balloons and shit, man. I didn't know I was going to get that far. Yeah, it did get me, man. It's still getting me right now. I am definitely gonna get licked like a motherfucker here. That's a fact. Shit, man. Bro, Essie, you made me fucking smoke at 10:50 in the morning. You fucking crazy, man. Right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? I'm gonna make the plan. And we're gonna talk about, like, Bitcoin and whatnot and what I'm looking for, X, Y, and Z. I don't think I'm gonna trade today, because this is gonna get me. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, let's get cracking because time is running out. And I know trader NJ has got his stream coming up at 12:15, so I don't want to overrun him. Because you guys are lovely people and you guys are going to jump on his stream. And if you want to know how to get the Trader NJ stream, let me show you. So if we go to YouTube, fuck out, motherfucker. You can type two things: Trader NJ, not Trader Nick, Trader NJ, or In It for the Tech. That's his channel, and that's his thing here. So you click on In It for the Tech, and you can see I'm subscribed to him. My man's got 2.19k followers. Let's smash him up to 2.5. Hopefully, inshallah, 3k by the end of the week. But yeah, and that's him. Hit the bell button as well. I did too. So when he goes on live, I can actually watch him. I can watch him and whatnot, and show him some love as well. Okay, so that's Trader NJ, and yeah, let's quickly talk about Forex Factory. Fuck man, he's gonna kill me. Yeah, so today is Wednesday. So the things I focus on is on the red ones in it. So we've got Jolt's job opening, and we've got FOMC minutes meeting today as well. So that's going to be quite important. 7 o'clock. That's going to dictate what's going to happen a lot. Beginning of the month as well. So anything can happen as well. Can we hold the monthly open, or do we lose the monthly open? That's the thing is. But we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a bit choppy. In my opinion, today it's more day trades and scalp plays. Don't look for swing trades in my opinion. Just be very, very careful, because on Thursday there's nothing going on, nothing major. On Friday, what's major? We got unemployment rates and employment change. That's the Canadian ones. The US one we got non-farm employment change. We got average hourly earnings coming up today on Friday. So that's gonna be really, really big then. So we have to watch this at New York Open, and see what's going on. So that's that. And let's just get back on the fucking chart, man. 1 second there. This one? No, it's not that one. 1 second. Where's my fucking chart? Here, one, do I have it here? I've got it. Here we go. Alright, cool, let's get cracking then. Let me just make this neater. No. Alright, cool, let's get cracking then. So BTC SZ, yo, BTC Charlie's in the house as well. Oh, let me plug these guys in as well. They're brothers of mine as well. Good lads. So if you go to Twitter, for example, Twitter. Trading 8, I need to plug him in. No, that's it. Close this one off. That's not the right one. Let me go to fucking. So, give me a second there. Put home. So yeah, so you're on Twitter. So you got Trading 8. If you type in Trading 8, this one Trading 8 33. Give him some love. Follow him as well. And that's him. And we got BTC Charlie. He's another solid lad as well. If you go BTC _Charlie, he's also got his YouTube channel as well. So also do follow him on YouTube as well. So you go onto his Twitter there, and for example, go to his link tree. Let's have a look. And go to YouTube, and it should be there. See, I'm subscribed as well. So let's give him a push. I send him to 1,000 as well, man. Come on, let's do this, guys. You guys are beautiful people, man. Oh, and also FMG is another guy I need to plug in. I can't forget him. So type in FMG on FMG on. I know you got your YouTube channel. Where the fuck is it? Ah, I got it here. So if I hide this there. So yeah, so it's FMG Stacker, right? He's 851 sent to 1,000 as well. His Twitter. I'm plugging everyone in. Who wants to get a plug in, man? Any influencers in here? Man, I'm so high, I'm plugging everyone in, man. What the fuck is going on? So FMG Stacker on Twitter, and that's my brother over here. 17.2k, let's send him to 20k, man. Oh, bro, you know what it is? I hit 1,000 subs in it, and I was like, someone actually said like celebrate by smoking a spliff, and SC was like, yeah, doing it. So I got high, and it's Cali Orange, and he hits me hard, and took a really fat toke, so I'm fucked right now. Sorry about the cough, guys. Fucking hell. Yeah, so that's it. Let's get cracking. We need to get back to work now, because fucking hell, I'm plugging everyone in, which is all blessed, right? I love sharing alpha like that to everyone, but you all need to actually see what's going on, right? So let's go on BTC, and let's go from the top end and work our way down. Trading, if you got a YouTube channel, let me know, and I'll plug it into as well. Alright, okay, cool. So BTC, right, we're still in this range bound environment. SE has done, as you know, kindly spend some time on it as well. So I'm just going to talk about it from my perspective as well, and then you got two perspectives in terms of like two different traders as well. So it'll be good for yourself. Now, number one, what we got here, we got this weekly range, weekly low, was 2 weeks ago, and the high, and it's range bound in this area there. And if you look here, let me just remove all this bullshit here. Fuck that. Just for now, alright? Cool. Anyway, the key important thing really on this moment, right, is we've got monthly open and the weekly open. Look how important that is. We talked about it before, I'm going to talk about it again, right? In terms of, fuck off. Yeah, we talked about it before and we talk about it again. What's important about it is the fact that, you know, like when it comes to like a weekly open, I showed it to you before actually. Let me go to some EBTC chart and we'll do this quickly. So let's just say, for example, we've got this, right? We're looking to play like this is, you can do the same for a monthly open, weekly open. It's the same bullshit really, right? Why not using the pen? Nabil is a smart man, 100%. Right, so it should come up in a moment. Yeah, anyway, so you've got weekly open or monthly open, doesn't really matter. And what you tend to do, right, you find how, wait for the pen to come up. Yeah, there we go. So you find how it reacts. So this is the open there, and it goes up and up and it bounces off it, right? It's all perfectly fine. The moment we lose the weekly open, right, and come back down, you see this? Finds resistance off this off the open itself, and it breaks down from this low. That's your confirmation for the expansion, right? Whether it's the low, and you can flip it as a reversal. It's the same thing, and I think I've got an example there, right? And all you do, and then you can actually play it like a bit of a swing long in terms of the weekly open, and it's the same over here. You can see we find resistance. Fucking prick. Find resistance a few times, once, twice, three. Once we get above it and bounces off the monthly open, take out these highs over here, and then you know it's bullish because the market structure is bullish, and you can play a bit of a well, if you want to play a wide stop over here and go up higher, play the expensive move on the monthly, the weekly, daily, anything you want, right? So that's that. But in terms of BTC, and this is what I want to talk about here. So the monthly has been quite choppy, all right? So what the fuck is it? Yeah. So the monthly has been quite choppy, as you can see, right? Choppy in what way? But look at it this way. So we started open, found resistance, right? Then we got above it, got below it, got above it, and now we're finding support. We've got support there. At the same time, the monthly open was quite close to the weekly open, right? And what we've done is we found support off the weekly open. We got underneath the weekly open, got above it, came as a retest, and now we're shooting higher. Now, which means, right? So from this high here, right? This high itself, let me just draw a line. If we do something like this, right? So we break above this and hold it. That's your short. That's your long in opportunity to go a lot more higher. Where to? Well, obviously we've got mid range. From the mid range, the confirmation will be something like this. Break up. We can go play there. Level 1, and level 2, and that's what was SC was talking about briefly. But they said, I mean, yeah, it was briefly like that. And then once we break up and hold above it, let's fucking send it. At the same time, which I'm a bit concerned about, we've got the 200 weekly EMA. It's underneath, it's just on top of the blue box there, around 22.4k approximately. I am going to just show it to you guys. So, moving averages. And if I go to settings, change this to weekly. I know people on Twitter talking about the 204 hourly. We found support off that, I believe. So that's the key factor there. And for those who don't know what's the importance of this, well, it gives us a bit of a dictation of bullish and bearishness and squeezes and whatnot. So go on the monthly, for example. Let me remove all this shit. You guys can see, not on this chart, maybe on this chart here. On this chart here, you can see this, right? So we find support. Actually, you know what? Let me get the thing. BTC, USD, and it's the index. Yeah. So, and you can see here, right? Where the fuck is it? We'll be on the weekly. Cool. So you see the 200 weekly EMA, how important it is. We find support. A deviation. We're now underneath it as well. Do we find support? Do we climb up and find support and go up higher, or do we do something like this, break down and go a lot more lower. Then we probably go to back to 20k and then back to this area here. This is from the low from there. Yeah. So that's the plan, level to level, and working from there. So that's what I'm a bit skeptical about as well. So I know like other traders might be bullish, like really bullish and stuff like that, but I'm skeptical, because dollar's pushed up, and we talked about dollar. Let's talk about briefly. Dollar's pushed up, and there's these levels here. I mean, target 1 first would be this area here. That's the low of the consolidation itself. So then if we hold above it, we go to the next set of targets, and then we see if we get to this third set of targets, this low here. Do we get back above and then go a lot more higher, or do we find resistance? Because that's a macro resistance there, right? Like the low, because all this hit area here is consolidation. This is all consolidation. That's a distribution of the area. So we can just retest this from the bottom of the range and break down, or we can reclaim it and we play it level to level. So if dollar index is bullish, right? To me, that means like the BTC is pretty much inversely proportionate. What? Fucking weed already is getting to me. If it's inversely, sorry, if it is, it's like inversely proportion. I can't even say the fucking word. Fuck. Fucking hell. Dude. Let's finish it. Dollar doing 414 mark, my word, 114 around here. So you're seeing up this then. Yeah, it's very possible, man. But to me, dollar is fucking bullish, man. Stupidly bullish. Because if you look at it market structure wise, we've taken out this high here. I was looking for a retest of this range low itself, and then like it's just made new highs yesterday. You had a fat fucking run yesterday. And I've got these levels, working level to level. But then from there, what I'll be looking at is, for example, if I do this high here, to this low here, for me, the mid-range, if we actually, that's true though. If we do this, right, let me just delete all this shit. So, fucking I got my eye. So if we do something like this, right, come up here and hold into this range here, then it'll be target 1, and I'll say we're back into this area, which comes to 113.56. So which is close to what FMG is saying. Obviously, he's a very refined artist. Sometimes he gets these really tight entries. I'm like, yo, this guy is fucking he's on another level, right? So that's the potential move. And if dollar goes up further, I do think Bitcoin goes up. But the thing is, which really fucked me around. This is what fucked me around yesterday. All right. So if I go to what's it called? ES. Go to ES, sorry. This is what fucked me around. So as dollar was pushing up, fucking ES decided to push up as well. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, chill out, man, innit? Like, what the fuck are you doing? So, where the fuck is ES? I don't know why it's doing it. There we go. So we're up here. Yeah, ES up pushing up, and I've got that trend line there. Fucking hell, sorry that I did not prepare to get high, but we're here, we're high already anyway. It's not pushing up, right? And it's holding this trend line. So we're back above the mid-range. What is this mid-range? This is the 25% of the range of the 2021 low, 2021 high. So it's 25% of the range to 0%, and I just split it in quadrants in it, and just to work it level to level. So to me, right, is this, right? We've gone the 1 hour. Let's go refine this. Well, that's it. So if this is the SR, this is the SR. We find support, that's a deviation, that's another deviation. We close above it, we go up higher, and I'll say we'll take out these highs over here, these highs over here, this high, and come into this 25% range, reclaim above it, and let's go up higher. Then we go to this next, this is the next set of targets, and we work up to here, up to range, to 25% of the range, which is about 39.40. So, and then if that's the thing is, I'm so fucking confused a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. If this happens, right, Bitcoin should push up, because the reason why is that it's running with the stocks. At the same time, we've got dollar pushing up as well. So the market is very, very unsteady. I'm going to be honest with you. It's very, very weird. So don't be looking at too many stuff. Just look at one or two things. I'm focused on BTC and Ethereum. These are the main things. And the other things I'm looking at, I'm just having a skim through just to see what's going on, just so I can take the trades, because it's not a time to go mad. But anyway, let's get back to fucking Bitcoin, innit? So that's my 2 cents. So yeah, I talked about this fucking range now, right? From a range itself, let's talk about the bullish scenario. The bullish scenario is this, right? We're capped at mid-range, right? That's where we are, right? This block here, right? Let me refine this. Actually here, right? This block here is a bearish order block, because resistance. I mean, if we come back here, and it should theoretically be a resistance to break back down to the mid-range and go a lot more lower, back to monthly open, right? And we'll see from there. So the bullish play is, right, if we just reclaim and hold, right? To me, if we get above there, for example, to me, that's the next target to this next target. We've done that already, actually. Yeah, we already fucking did that. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm losing it. So what am I doing? BTC longs I've already done. Should I do BTC shorts? Yeah, BTC shorts now. Do you know what? Let me just stop, alright? Because I'm losing my fucking mind here. But yeah. So we talk about thingy, BTC shorts. Now, I've got this now, right? So if you can use Monday's low, which comes in, let me put the magnet on, around, there we go. That's the low, and that's the high over here. So approximately here, put it blue, so I know I'm talking which level it is. Look what happened here. So I took the short yesterday, right? And this is how I played it yesterday. So I discussed this briefly with SC. I'm going to talk about it again. On the 5 minutes, I took the trade on the 5 minutes. We got above the Monday's range, right? You see? So that was Monday's cap of the market. That was resistance. So we got up there, and then once we deviated, right? We deviated there, and what happened was price came down to this range level here on the weekly, which is 25% of the range, and it bounced back up. So that was the bounce I was looking for, and now I wanted to pinpoint where can I enter. So what I entered was this. So I look at this, right, and I saw this tiny bit of consolidation here, and we wicked into it, and I entered around here. It's about 2440. My first target was 25% of the range. Hit target 1, right? Bounced off that. Then, obviously, I was asleep at that time when that happened. Then I woke up, right? My next set of target was at thingy at the mid range, and then I was like, okay, how is this happening? So we got into this bit, right? Got there, and that hit target when I was asleep, right? I was at 4:30 in the morning. We shot back up, and then we came back down. Now this is where I ended up cutting the trade. One, we got this here. This is the monthly open, right? And then so we got underneath it, right? And I woke up and I saw it got underneath it. I'm like, all right, cool. I wanted to see break this low here, all right? Because this is a range bound environment over here. I want to see it break down this low, come into this mid range, and then break down, and I start looking at compounding my position, right? That's what I was looking for. But then this is how I mitigated my gain my profits and whatever, like cut the whole trade. Is that on the 1 minute? I started looking at the 1 minute, and I was like, yo, what's going on there? Where was it? So yeah, on the 1 minute was this. When I saw that, let me just bring this up as well. So you see this consolidation here. So we got this consolidation. Let me highlight this there. So that's the high. I don't know why it keeps fucking doing that, man. So that's the high, right? You can see that there, and that's the low. The low to me was this one here, right? That's the low. So price consolidated, broke out, retest, came down, got underneath it as a deviation, and the moment he brought this high here, right? This high, I'm like, you know what? I don't like this trade, because we should have actually got underneath it and broke down. I don't like the fact that we got above it. It should be like, remember I told you about like your tattoos that you got to have on each bum cheeks. On the right bum cheeks, what did it say? What the fuck you're doing in the range? So if you're doing back in the range, that means you're gonna go back lower to mid range, then range low. And then I was looking for this, but this is what I was like, yo, fuck that, cut the trade. We got up and we started finding support off this low. So I can show you. Oops, control. Why? Oh, I can't do it on here. Let's just focus on the high. It was this, right? So you see this. for about 3 minutes we were above it and we wicked it, and then I was like, fuck it, cut the trade. And that was on the 1 minute. I cut the trade. I was quite right about that as well. I was like, that's the thing is, don't be afraid to cut the trade. And if it does hit targets right, and then it goes off on one, there's nothing you can do about it. Just be happy that you gain profit. And I think that's what's really important as well. I asked a question about to SE about extended targets, and he answered it for all of us actually, to be honest. It's alpha. The alpha, he said, is that we're still range bound. We focus on the ranges. That's a fucking line. That's a bar and a half. Take care, Derry. Hopefully everything's okay and there's nothing wrong with yourself or your family and whatnot. And yeah, I'll see you when you get back as well. So yeah, so that's that. So if I'm looking for shorts now, how would I look at shorts? Play it level to level. I need to see us get back to the fucking mid range, innit? So if we go on the 15 minutes, let's make some plans, because we've got a few things here. Number one, what we got here is this monthly open. Does this hold a support again? If it's going to come back down, is it going to hold a support and go a lot more higher? Right, that's number one. Number two, right, this mid-range is hold a support over there. So for confirmation, I'll be much more comfortable, right? I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to take a trade. Number one, it's a choppy market at the moment. It's a bit funny because we bounced off the mid-range, and to me it's like, okay, we're going to go back from the mid-range, and if we're going to reclaim this, we're going to go back up to here. And then from breakout, blah, blah, and then it's the bullish play. So I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable if we go underneath here. I mean, it's a scalp play. We can play it level to level. That's a scalp play. But I'm high. I'm baked off my fucking face right now, right? So I'm not going to enter a trade, right? I'm just going to wait. And once we get back below the mid-range and hold below it, that's my entry and that's my target. Now, someone asked me yesterday a really important, a good question, right? That's the target there. Someone asked me yesterday on Twitter, and they go to me, how, the drawings you do, how do you, enter the trade and use that drawing, right? And just a quick insight, right? So I'm just gonna do something on the wider scale, and then you guys can refine it yourself and go back and then try and learn it. Try and learn it is this, right? So let's go on the 1 day. I know we're talking about fucking. I sidetracked completely from the fucking BTC short. Oh yeah, it's gonna hold to be honest monthly. I've got limits there. Oh, you got limits for longs there. It's yeah. I mean, if we hold above it, I'm definitely longing it there, to be honest as well. I just want to see how we react there, to be honest. Maybe a squeeze to mid range, take out the lows that happened today, and then FOMC meeting. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, so someone asked about triggers, innit? So my trigger is this, for example. So like, if we're gonna go bearish, right? So we come back down and break down and find resistance, and off we go, right? And that's what I draw in it. Briefly, it's just like this, for example. So if I do this, right? So that's the prices, when price got up and come back down, this low, I'll be looking around this low hits itself. Then what happened was, price got back above it. So it got back up, and then it got into this range. Now once it gets back into this range and it closed in this range, now I'm like, okay, cool. Pay attention, motherfucker, because if we lose this low, and especially if we close below the low, you've got your trade, you got your entry, and then you got your stop loss, hard stop loss over there. So then I saw this come down, and you see you're making lower lows. Look here. Oh fuck. Yeah, can you guys see it? No, actually, if I just do this, I've got an idea. Right? If I do this, right? There we go. You see how the lows are going lower? So all I gotta do now is just find out where my entry is. Look for. I won't get the wick, right? I'm not gonna get the wick. I don't care about getting the wick. I'm just can't. What I care about is getting the entry. So you can enter it over here, right? This around this spot over here, because on the daily we will wicking into it, and then set off. And that's your stop loss, and that's your target. Target 1, target 2, right? So if you look at that trade as a trade itself, right? Go to short. So let's say as a trade itself, a swing play with 5% risk of your account. So 1.23 trade. Then you look to fucking compound the motherfucker out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you can use that kind of drawing to look for it as well. It does take a lot of practice. I'll be honest with you. Don't expect to actually pick it up straight away, because I broke it down. I broke it on the higher time frame. Reason why it's a lot more easier to view. Then you just refine it to yourself to smaller time frame. But yeah, let's get back to work, man, because we'll fucking lose the plot here. and it's 11:17. Fuck. Okay, I don't. Where's everything? Oh no, motherfucker! Control Z. I thought I lost everything. Fucking hell. Yeah, I think this is a good thingy. A good thing to do. Don't get high, on the stream, because you're making silly mistakes now. But yeah, short wise is this. So FMG already just said, right, that he's got bids over here on the monthly, right? So he's looking to long, okay? Long or short? Oh yeah, long, because he's saying that he believes that it's going to hold, to be honest, in the monthly open. So for the shorts, which comes down to this, which is why I'm saying to you, I'm uncomfortable to actually take any trade here. If we lose below it, break down, off we go. Target 1, I'd say target 1 off this consolidation over here. Let's just do a line. That's target 1. And then target 2, I'd say we go back to 25% of the range. Let's go back down to this area here, and probably that'll be, to me, that's target 2 of this range. So target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4, and that's it. That's playing the range, because we've taken out Monday's high. This is what's bugging me at the same time. The principle, right, is what happened is that if we take out Monday's high, right, there's a few things that can happen. If we take out Monday's high, effectively, and we're range bounding. Once we lose this, we're going back to take out Monday's low, right? But we're range bounding, and if we're bullish, this should hold. This theoretically should hold. Maybe a hard stop up there, right? Because if we break below it, if we do a plan like that, that's what's going to happen. Okay, we take out these lows to come into the consolidation there. Makes sense? So that's the bearish play. What else do we got? Let's do Ethereum quickly, and then I think someone said CRV. I believe that. If we have time, we'll do CRV. Okay. So Ethereum, very similar. What is this? So if I go to the 1 day, no, I'll go on the hourly. Fuck that. So on the hourly, similar to Bitcoin, we got a range band environment. The 2 weeks low, 2 weeks ago is low, 2 weeks ago high. We range banded there, and this looks quite bullish to me as well. Reason why, because we've got a deviation, we got back into it and we held it. The moment we took out this high, it's a bullish. It's bullish. It's a bullish market structure, because we're making a high, because that was the low. That was supposed to be the lower high, and then we come back down. But then this start carving out. So you can see here, we start carving out. Is this the low? Is this the lower high now? That's the the higher low, and is this the higher high, and that's higher low. So we shouldn't lose this area here. So that's the thing is, principally, we shouldn't lose this area, this wick over here. If we do, then market structure this was all a fake out. This was just a fucking deviation, and just to test our fucking happiness and shit. Everyone got happy on Twitter, but we shouldn't be happy, because we're going a lot more lower. Because the moment we lose this fucking mid range low, we're going a lot more lower and send it off. Well, back to here, and then that's target 1, and then look for extensions down there. Well, we'll see. Well, sorry, target 1, target 2, and then target 3 down there. You guys can't see it. Shit. Target 3 down below here. Right? Cool. So, let's have a look. Like now, I'm short scalp on 1 minute. Fucking sick guy. And long. Okay, remind me my long limits. I believe 17,500. Just zoomed out on 135 minutes. Fucking hell. So say 17,500. And that's the thing is, I took my profits. I was quite happy with it, and I'm just gonna be a bit more careful. But looking at Ethereum, now Ethereum as a play, this is the mid range, right? So you can see, right? So resistance, smash above it, become a support, deviate it, and then sell off, right? Then now all this is well, this resistance, deviation, resistance. So theoretically, this mid-range should hold. This high was hold. I was right on the idea. I cut the trade, but I'm quite happy to actually enter the trade when I want to enter the trade. But theoretically, if this were to break, right? So if this, let's remove all this shit. Yeah, if this was supposed to hold, right, then what will happen is this is what we do. We're gonna break down, come down to target 1, and that's the mid-range. Then see how we 25% range. Take out this low over here. Let me just draw this out. And just remove this bit. Fuck me. Eraser. There we go. Yeah. take out, and that will be the support there. Take out the low there, bearish market structure. Let's go down, and that's the next set of target there. And all we've done, we've just playing between the mid range to range low. That's it. That's the bearish play. But again, we've got monthly open over here. Be a little bit more careful because we can come back into this, hold it as support, and then let's go a lot more higher. The moment we reclaim the mid range, if you're in a short, got the trade, right? So that's that. Bullish wise, to me, I mean, we can play them on this range, right? And the deeper pullback could be this, right? So if I go on the 15 minutes, right, and just remove this, right. Extend this a bit out. Right. Now, if I play the deeper pullback, where can the deeper pullback be? You see this thin move over here? I like to well, we've got this here. We've got this to this, right? Cool. Everyone understands that? Trend line over here. Lose this trend line. Break down. Hold as resistance there. That's my entry there. I mean, you could put a hard stop up there, to be honest, right? And well, you can place a stop loss there. To be honest, this here to me is equal highs. So mid equal highs there. I'll show you equal highs. So if I tap that shift, oh well, it's a stop run. So to me, is a short. Is it well? This is. It's a yeah, it's a stop run. So we're gonna go a little bit lower, but again, it's range bounding over here. So confirmation for me to play the shorts is the pullback. Sorry, is if we come back down here and let it do its thing. Any deviation, come back up and hold above it. Let's just hold it. Off we go. Target 1, and let's go to target 2. That's the short. That's the long plays for like a day trade. Once we hold above it, then we can see it going a lot more higher using the weekly ranges. Okay, that's the bearish and the bullish play there on the fucking Ethereum. Everyone gets it? Dude, there's a lot of people here, man. This is the most I've ever had. So 68 people here. Thank you so much for that. Smash up the likes if you haven't, as well. Show some support. Big love to all you guys, man. Thank you so much, everyone. But yes, we're holding 25% range, so I'm cautious. I'm very cautious, to be honest. Confirmation is take out this high over here. So, take out this high over here. Let me just rub this out and do this again. So if we do this, something like this, take out this high here, and then get above and hold above it. That's my entry, and that's my first target. That's 1220, and the second target will then have to be up range high over here, which is at around 1280. And then we play level to level, see what happens next. So I'm cautious. I'm very cautious. I'm quite glad I cut the trade. I made a 3R move overnight, really thing. I made some gains yesterday, small thing. I think I made about 1.5R. I was happy to risk the 1R, and then see what happens. And then we went from there. So that's that. What time is it? So 12:25, 11:25. I am gonna do CRV because I've seen some people talk about it. And then we'll do a quick Q&A. Anyone got any questions? Ask me, and we can go from there. And then just head out there because I am high as a motherfucker right now, man. What the fuck? Oh, I appreciate that, Antiguni, man. To be honest, right, in terms of learning never ends, man. I'm still learning. When SC talks in it, I'm still fucking learning what he's saying. Like, the guy is smart as fuck. He really is. Fucking on. Do you know what's mad about SC? He was the only one who ever made a 10k account to 1 million and publicly showed us what the fuck what happened. That's fucking gangster, motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's hard. I mean, you get all these influencers, right? I'm not shitting on anyone. Don't think I'm shitting on you guys. Like, if you're an influencer and you do this, I'm just comparing. That's what it is, a comparison. Critical thinking. That's what it is. You got a problem with that, then freedom of speech, motherfucker. But yeah, there's influencers there. They're like 1k to 10k, right? And which is all good in it. Don't get me wrong. It's doable. I think, and it's nice to see when influencers do like 1k to 10k challenge as well, because it gives you as someone who may not have much, who may have $100 or $500, to say, you know what, I can 10x this account from 1k to 10k, or $100 to 1k, or $500 to 5k, and it's really nice. It's really nice, and that's why I said no disrespect to anyone. So, but the fact that SC took it to a whole nother level, 10k to a milli, 100x in a month, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. I think, you know what? You know who can do that? FMG. There was one day, I remember he fucking posted a chart. No, posted a picture of his whiteboard, right? And on the whiteboard, it has like days on there, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? And then on the side down below, it shows like the trades he's taken on the day. So he made like a 3R here, 2R there, 5R there, 16R here, and whatever. There was, I think, on one day he made like, and it was quite consistent. He was making double digits, put it that way. Double digits R per day. And I was like, this guy is a motherfucker right here. Fucking straight up gangster. So, but yeah, I was saying SE was one of those, the only guy who actually did it, man, 10k to a milli. And if anyone were to replicate that, you got my eternal respect, 100%. Because, look, I've been, as much as I'm good, right? I'm not saying I'm the best or I'm amazing, I'm great or whatever. You guys, that's your opinion in it. Like I want to be the GOAT in my own mind, you know? Like, I'm the GOAT to myself, right? But as much as I'm a good trader, and I have days where I've made some great gains and whatever, but 10k to a milli, fucking hell, man. That's like, you can't sleep on that. Can we day trade for a living? Piyush is asking. Yeah, you can. I'll do that. What I say is, obviously, first build an account, and fucking hell, actually I'm talking, so I might as well make this bigger. So yeah, so first build an account, and as when you build an account, for example, let's say you got like, I don't know, 20, 30,000, you make $20,000 account, and you're consistently good. So if you make a couple of hours, let's say you're risking, I don't know, $400. That's 2% of your account. You're risking $400, and you make 4 hours in a week, or in a month you make 10 hours, right? You know you got $4,000, and if you can survive off $4,000, then yeah, by all means, I'd say that as well. So when I was able to do that, I did that, and I was quite happy about that as well. So never looked back. It's been September since I've left pharmacy, and now we're in fucking July. Fucking hell, man. 10 months, man. 10 months. So I'm very, very grateful for that as well. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, FMG, man. But you're definitely a future Hall of Famer. SC is definitely in the Hall of Fame in my mind. XO, SC, those two. FMG, in also in my mind, you know, he's definitely a future Hall of Famer. That guy is fucking, oh man, I got a lot of respect for him as well. Got a lot of respect. You know, like, I still remember when you actually sent me your photos, you're like, should I dox myself or not? And we were talking about that. I still remember that. It's nice, man. I'm glad you did. Opens opportunities, you know. Like, yeah, because your face is out there. Look, my face is out here all the time, innit? And so people know who I look like. So if I do hit, like, I don't know, in my head, I want to hit 100k followers on YouTube, not on Twitter. I'm not really fussed about that. I believe I conquered YouTube, Twitter enough to actually hold myself there. But I want to now conquer YouTube, and in my head, I'm like, yeah, 100k, and I think that's what's setting me push forward for this daily stream as well. Pushing it out there, giving you the content that I give you, showing you the trades, doing little education contents here and there, little bits you can add to yourself, and literally, you'll notice. Trading is just rinse and repeat. It really is rinse and repeat. So, Jumper's asking, what's your opinion about Daniel from CC? CC what? What's CC? Like, you know, that email CC. Is that what you're talking about? So the guy who does this, it's just, I don't know, what are you talking about? I'm high, by the way, so Jumper, so just, you might have to break it down. Critiques in the chat as well. Right. So that split is finished completely. I am going to get fucked. Chart champions. Let's have a look. Who's this chart champion? Daniel. So go to Dan. No. I type in chart champions. Oh, from this guy. I don't know him actually, to be honest. He's on Twitter. Producing the 1% of traders, placed number 1 in the global Phoenix trading competition. Fair play to you, motherfucker. You know what? I want to give him a follow. Say for that. I'll check out as well. Let me check out his stuff. There's a lot of just words in it though. That's what I do in it. I look at someone that I remember the Bitcoin chart was hitting the downside. He does a lot more words. I don't know. It made me follow a guy who doesn't do much on Twitter, but I'm guessing he does it on YouTube in it. So I'm not gonna plug him in, but I don't know the guy. So anyway, but yeah, So no one to fucking plugging other people in. Yeah, man. Anyone wants to get plugged in? Go on. Let's do a few more plug in. We got Jay here, man. Jay, give him a follow on thingy, on Twitter. That's him there. Jay Moap, MOAP. Jay as in the name Jay. Get him on there as well. Who else we got here? Let's fucking plug a few more in it. Send me your Twitter. I'm gonna plug you in today. Fuck it. It's 1K. We hit 1K. We're gonna do it like Trader Dainks style, innit? Yao is saying, is it how Yao? How do you say it? Mr. Barbosa is saying he don't post a lot. Ah, that makes sense. Probably does on Twitter. I'll check it out after. So Tanahan is I love Delta Wolf. That's he follows me too. That's Tanahan, right? Give him a follow as well. They're making everyone influencers. Bro, you know what? Being an influencer is hard though. Tell these motherfuckers, right, that it's not easy. It's really, really hard, man. It's one of the toughest thing to do. You know, you always gotta be on mind, and you always gotta be. You just gotta think what you're saying, what you're doing, X, Y, and Z, innit? So but yeah, oh yeah, shit. CRV, the fucker. Let's do this, man. You XOSC should have participated in Bybit WSOT competition. Would be fun. That'd be really fun. I'm not really fan of competitions, you know. In my head, I'm like, look, who am I competing with, and do I like for what? What do I gain out of it? Recognition, bro. You guys are my recognition. That's what I give a shit about. If you guys are showing me love and follow me and watching my stream and stuff like how many people we got here? 1 second. We got 68 people here, right? That's my recognition. That's that's my competition. My competition is in my head, you know. Like nothing's gonna stop me to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I'll do it in my way or the highway, and I will conquer what I want to conquer as well. So, and I'm not gonna stop until I do what I did, until I do what I want to do. So that's the way. That's what I'm thinking. So, damn, 1.5 million. Shit, I should have fucking entered the fucking Bybit WSOT competition, innit? Post your Twitter. I'm gonna plug you guys in today, right? And then when we get to 2K, we're plugging some more people in as well. You know how it is, man. We're gonna show some love. It's all about love. That's it. This channel's nothing but love. No disrespect to anyone else as well. We may joke about other people, and we may say, yeah, fuck these guys, suck your mom, and this and that, and like, and you guys laugh about it, and I'm saying it too, to be honest as well. But I'm not here for anything. I mean, if anyone has beef, well, I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old, right? And I'm sure you're a grown ass man. You're not 10, because if you're 10 and 11, what the fuck are you doing on Twitter, and what you're doing on YouTube? You should be reading a book. You should be trying to be a doctor or something like that, right? But anyway, so that's me, right? So we just show love, man. Nothing but love in it. So let's have a look. We got another one here. So we got Daniel Canto D_K. If any of you guys don't follow me, I swear to God, I'm unplugging you out. So that's my other brother there. Give him a follow as well. Smash out the likes as well. Let's have a look. Where are we? So we were doing fucking CRV in it. CRV the motherfucker. Let's have a look. Keep posting your fucking Twitter, your tweets in there as well, man. I want to plug you in. I want to plug you in, and I'm showing some love today. I'm high. I am fucking lit off my face. But it's all love in it. So we were playing in this. So the same principle as Bitcoin, right? So we've got this low and this low here, right? So follow me, motherfuckers. So I've gone on the weekly, and same as Bitcoin, what I'm doing is literally the 2 weeks ago's high and low. It's the range bound environment, and I'll put it as orange, obviously, because of fucking color coordinated motherfucker I am. No, nothing wrong with being color coordinated, but I'm only like that on charts, trust me. I'm not like that anywhere else. But yeah, we had a clean smash up of fucking hell. This wasn't the daily scene. Daily saying that we've got some motherfucking resistance coming up. So where is the resistance? Obviously this is key. That's a key level there. So the longs will be, you know, that we're looking to go there as well. We'll find a resistance here. Right, so that's where we're finding resistance. Oh, sorry. So we got Georgios is saying he's got his Twitter. Let's put him in. Let's plug this guy in as well. So BTelly9. Where is BTelly9? Is that it? Crypto L. That's him. Follows me. Yep. So you definitely get a plug in as well. Check him out. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Freaking sick as well, man. I ain't seen it in time. Obelisk the Sky Guardian. Or was it? Obelisk the Tormentor. Wind Dragon of Ra. No. Wind Dragon of... Something of Ra in it. I know that as well. And it's Life of the Sky Dragon. I still remember those shit. Fucking good stuff as well. I was an anime guy. Still am. But I don't watch anime no more. But yeah. Anyway, fuck what I'm doing. Because we need to end the stream soon as well, man. I'm just chatting too much shit here. Fucking hell. But you guys are fucking bored out your fucking ass. So yeah, we were saying, so we got this low, we're finding resistance here. So I like a pullback. I pull back into this area. I'm getting my fucking pen tool. I pull back into this area here, and then see if we can hold above it. And let's go all the way up to there. That'll be target 1, and then potentially up to this area here. So that'll be target 2 over here. If we can squeeze it out. That's if we can squeeze it out, depending if that bullish as well. So level to level, we play it from there. Because what it is, this is consolidation, breakout, retest, expansion. That's what we're looking for. That should be tattooed on your left bum cheeks. I need inspiration. Want to make educational posts? Anything on mine, Dainks? What do you mean? Like, do you want like what we can talk about in terms of education posts and stuff like that? Are you high too? Because on mine, and you spelled my name wrong, Dainks. Dainks. Funnily enough, right, on the YouTube studios, like, you can actually check out like the search results, how people are searching you. Yeah, fucking Crypto Dainks comes up like 11% of the time. Or more, not so. NT, if you want a tattoo on your right bum cheek, it's perfectly fine, as long as the left bum cheek has the fucking what the fuck you're doing in the range. That's what we need, right? As long as both bum cheeks are there. But like, if I'm gonna refer, I'm referring to what my bum cheeks are saying, isn't it? But yeah, so that's fucking. I'll wait for what FMG is talking about in terms of inspiration, then we can discuss there. But in the same time, that's what I'm looking for. But then we go also look at, is this a deviation of the range? You know, we always got to work about this. We'll find out if we retest it and hold above it. For me right now, because we're finding resistance, right, it's a tricky one as well. I mean, Monday's high is here, right? That's Monday's high. So if I go to the hourly, let's go on the 4 hours, see what we see. 1 second. Looks bullish to me, to be honest, as well. To go higher. We'll see how it goes. If you reclaim this area here, then we do a scalp trade, stop loss up here. That's a hard stop below this, and let's go higher. But that's what we're looking for. But in terms of, is it a deviation or a range, this is what we're looking for, right? So if I just fucking move this to the side, add this up there. You guys can see this? Cool. We're talking about bearish market structure here. See what happens. So we got this, right? We got a fucking trend line right here, right? So that's that there. You can see that it's holding perfectly nice and clean, right? Can I do another trend line here? No, it doesn't work out. Fuck that. Normally what I'll do is copy and paste that. Can I do that? No, I don't think I can. Oops, shit, motherfucker. There we go. Okay, cool. So we got this trend line there. So confirmation for shorts, right? It do its thing, whatever it wants to do. I mean, get high up. Fucking, I'm that high. I can't even fucking do this properly. So do its thing, right? Whatever it wants to do. The moment we break below it here, and we get a retest, do its thing. This low here will be an indication to go back down now, right? Then from there we see if this is a deviation to get back into this range, or is this a retest of the high here, of this candle there, of this consolidation to go up a lot more higher. That's the thing is, but because we're looking for shorts, we're looking for what happens next. If we break back into it, if we get back into it, on my bum cheeks it says, on my right bum cheek it says, what the fuck you doing back in the range? On NT's bum cheek, on NT's left bum cheek, that's what it says there. It's the opposite for NT there. But then we go down to target 1 and then look for target 2, and we're playing in this range here, right? And then from there we see if we break down to go out all the way, take out this liquidity over here, because the liquidity is going to be resting here and the liquidity is going to be resting here. So we'll see what happens if we take out this, and do we get a squeeze, and do we climb back above it, or do we come back down and then do its thing, retest, break down, and off it fucking goes, right? So that's what we're looking for on CRV. It's a make or break. It's risky to me on today. Today I won't be taking too much trades, mainly because I'm high as fuck right now. Yeah, I'm high, but gotta stop saying that. One second there. Shit. Oh right, okay, I understand. Yeah. So yeah, I won't take much trade today. Because yeah, I'm not myself today. And then the second thing I also look out for is FOMC. So be very careful about FOMC. It's day trades and scalp trades really. So don't be looking for swing positions yet. Let FOMC do its thing. Give it about an hour or two before you even take the trade. Or just wait for tomorrow. Just wait for tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with that. We got our plans and we can work level to level there. Okay. So FMD say no, but like I want to educational post, but I don't know what ranges, structures, or whatever. But if you know what it is, what I would say is right. You know what you're good at, right? In terms of education stuff, right? So you gotta be like for me, I'm quite good at market structures and range band plays, so I can talk about that very very well. So it's like you gotta dumb it down, because everyone's ability to understand is never going to be the same, right? So my ability and your ability is going to be two different abilities, right? I may get it a lot more slower than you do, right? You might see once and that's it, you're done, you're good, right? But you, or for example, myself, I might need like 5 or 6 times I need to go through it over and over again just to understand the concept before I even try to even apply it as a practice. So it's like break it down, and that's why I do it over and over again. So when I do it, right, on the stream, and I'm looking to actually, I've said this a few times, I'm looking to actually do an education content, but because I've got renovation going on at in the house, so it's really put me back a little bit. So this week it's going to be a bit tricky. Even tomorrow, oh that's it, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, those 3 days, I think the time is going to be changed just for short term. I will do a stream in the midnight time itself. So if you guys can actually watch the midnight stream, perfect. If you can't, 11 o'clock midnight, I'll let you guys know. Just because I'm doing a renovation and stuff like that, and I can't stay in the house because downstairs is gonna be fucked, short term. So I'm gonna have to be a bit patient about that. So, but yeah, so I'll tweet it out. So and whatnot. Anyway, and then also I'll even make because if you don't follow me on Twitter, it's fine. If you hit the bell icon on my YouTube, YouTube itself, you'll get notification when I'm about to go live and whatnot. So, oh man. I'll have to pick that up in a bit. But yeah, so what I'm looking to do as well, for like take it from what my view is, and you can actually apply on yourself as well at FMG, is more like I'm looking to do like a conversation on risk management, an episode on risk management. I'm looking to do an episode on ranges, an episode on deviations, because that's a common question people always ask. How is it? What is a deviation? What it looks like? And I'm going to look at doing an episode on market structure. I'm going to do an episode on blocks itself, you know, these little things, and these are the episodes of mine I've got in my head. I'm giving you the idea of what's coming out, but bear with me. I will do it, guys, and it will be out there, and you guys can use it to actually learn. It's free content. I'm not asking for a penny from no one. So if anyone ever asks you, who's claimed to be Trader Dainks, saying like, yeah, you know, I can send you all this content, and it's gonna be like, I don't know how much they're scamming people these days, like $50 or whatever. I don't know. It's not me. Alright, because I don't need $50. By God's blessing, I've got my own money. I've never asked a penny from anyone, and I'm able to actually survive, right? And I live within my means. So I'm never gonna ask you like a penny. But that's all coming out. So, and then also, sorry, dude. Yeah, but like I got 7K hours behind a chart screen. So yeah, that's the thing is pick and choose what you want. Don't explain everything. Alright, because if I sit down right and make a plan on ranges, right, explain ranges, if I can go in depth and go on like for a good fucking 4 or 5 hours just non-stop talking about every single little intricate details. No, just explain the concept. I'll give you an example, right? So my example is this. So when I explain like ranges to people, I do this in it. I go like, okay, cool. You go on the what you call it, the trading view. You got a Fibonacci. Explain like how to get these ranges as well. 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1. And this is a range, right? A range is literally when you made a low, right? And then price goes up, comes back down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? Really simple, and that's a range. And then, but the thing is, price doesn't do this. It doesn't behave like that. Sometimes price does this. Right? And that's a deviation. that's a deviation, and that's a tiny deviation, and that's a tiny deviation, right? Then I start talking about, okay, cool. So we know price doesn't obey highs and lows. There's always a little bit of a fuck up, right? And there's always like, this is a fuck up. You fucked up there. You fucked up there. You fucked up there again. So what I say is, okay, this is a deviation. Why? Because we come back into the range, and then I have a tattoo on my bum cheek apparently, which I say like it's if price comes back into the range, you gotta ask yourself what the fuck you're doing back in the range. Because if you're not coming off to retest and reclaim and go higher, that's not good. That means you want to play back into these ranges, which comes into my next point. My next point is what? When we play a range, the range you gotta focus on. There's two things. You can focus from the high to mid to low, right? That's the first thing. Or the second thing you can do is look at quadrants, right? Because we've got level to level play, and this is what level to level play is. Everyone pay fucking attention, right? Because this is alpha. I'm not just showing FMG what I'm doing. I'm just showing you guys as well, so you guys can learn. Quadrant to quadrant. Can you guys see it? That's what you're playing. So you can literally break everything down to smaller fragments. And now you can start focusing either on these sections or on this section here, without looking at all this. Because that's too much, right? That's too much. We just gotta be aware of certain things, right? Then, and obviously FMG, I'll do my explanations a little bit and break it down a little bit and spend a bit of time on them as well. Explain what the importance is. Give examples, for example. Give examples, so then my example will be like, alright, let's look at a fucking range, guys. Alright, okay, let's start again. Alright, motherfuckers, let's look at a range, guys. Right, so I go on something like this, right? And I said, no, let's go on BTC. This is a range. Right? Why is this a range? Because then I'll say like I'll draw it out again, blah blah. That's the low, that's the high, high to mid, mid to low, low to high. We did a deviation of the range, and then come back above it, then mid to high. You see how it's important to play the mid range, take profits, blah blah. And then we got a deviation there. Why? Because we come back and step into it, and then it's high to mid, get back down below, retest the high, the thingy, the mid to low, bang. And then now motherfuckers, we're now below this, right? Let me just draw this out. Right, which comes down to what SC was talking about, but I'm going to discuss this, and I've done this a few times, and I'm going to discuss this, right? And I think the mid-range is around 44, it's about 44, it's about here. That's where the mid-range is, okay? That's about it, right? So SR, whatever you want to call it, who gives a fuck? It's the same shit. Well, no, it's not, it's a lie. It's not the same shit, but you know what I'm saying. So now we've got a range, right? Now the range is this, right? As simple as this. Resistance, support, deviation, because we step back into the range, right? Because once we step back in, you gotta ask yourself what the fuck you're doing back in the range. And then, now, we've got support, and then this bit here, is this a breakout? Because eventually, right, we have to retest it, right? Which is what, like, you know, like SC, for example, is looking for a bullish. We've had relentless selling all the way down there, okay? And then, we've got to retest something. Are we going to retest off this, or are we going to retest off that? So once we come up here, right, we see how price reacts. If it comes back down, that's what we're got to look at. So when we come into this area now, the question now we've got to pose ourselves, is this a deviation of the range, or is this just a retest of the range? What is a deviation? This is a deviation. Deviation is basically when price gets back into the range and it breaks down, right? If you're from range high to mid range. The reason why it's a deviation also is because that if it was to be bullish, it should hold above the mid range and do something like this and go a lot more higher, but it didn't. The moment we do this, it's a deviation of the range, okay? And then what is a retest? Now a retest is that, for example, look at this. So we can now pinpoint, oops, fuck off. Ah, never mind. A retest is also this. That from the high to the low is a retest of the low. And we're going up higher. So if price were to come back up, for example, we're supposed to do a breakout, and we're looking at this area here, we're supposed to do a breakout, and we've come back down, that, and hold it. This high is the confirmation for me to go higher, and that was just a retest. Does everyone understand? So if we put those two knowledge, right, and bring this motherfucker over here, right, then we can start understanding what the fuck price is saying, right? Because at the moment, it just looks like a fucking, like, I don't know, like, you know them hillbillies who just fucking sit around and bang their sisters and shit, right? That's what it looks like, man. It's like, what are you doing? Make a fucking decision. But it's not making a decision, so we gotta work it out level to level, right? So then, like I said, do we get, once we, let's draw this out. So this is the high here. That's very key high to me, in my opinion. So we do something like this. For me to be confirmation for highs, if we hold above it, let's go. That's target 1, and then we see we get to target 2. Okay, that's target 2. Like we said, now we'll bring out those 2 lessons we talked about deviation and also about fucking retest. If you missed it, you didn't understand it, no problem. Go back and rewind it and check it out. Do it in your own time, right? Don't be under pressure. Don't stress, right? When it comes to trading, just don't fucking stress. It is a stress. I get it. I know, but you have to take your time. Find time whenever you can do it as well. Don't force it. When you force it, it's hard. It's such a it's so daunting. It's so horrible to deal with. No one wants to do that, man. So please, for the love of God and for your own health and for your own self and health and for your family, don't put yourself under pressure. Right? Bear market is bear market. In this bear market, what I would suggest everyone else to do is to, if you don't know how to do technical analysis, like these charting skills and whatever, check it out, man. Follow myself, Trader Dainks. Follow someone like Trader SC. So there's loads of options on Twitter, you know, on YouTube and whatever, and learn from it as well. And use this to get better in when it comes to the fucking bull market, because I'm telling you, bull market, when it pops hard. Look at this. Look at all this move here. It popped so hard and it didn't give any fucking pullback. Now we're in bear market right here. This is a time to fucking learn, man. You know? Make the time. Everyone has time. Don't tell me you ain't got fucking time. This is bullshit. Trust me, I went to uni and I got 2 jobs. You know, like, I can do it. And people are telling me, like, you're mad, how do you actually make time for revision? I'm like, I can. And they're like, how? I'm like, me, when I come home from work. So this is my day thingy. I went from Birmingham to Leicester every single fucking day, 5 days a week. Fucking, let's just chat to this one. I'm gonna chat to you guys. Every single day, right? And so I used to leave home at 7 o'clock in the morning to get to uni at 9 o'clock. Now because Leicester in the city centre, you couldn't park there for free. Time's hard, man. You're a student in it. What the fuck are you gonna do? I don't have much money, so I park half an hour away from the uni and walk to fucking uni. Whether it was raining, whether it was snowing or windy, or it was a good weather, it doesn't fucking matter. No matter how tired I was, doing that every single day. Now, this is my story. You guys have a story, and I want to hear your story one day. So like you can always, you know, comment below and put your stories below. I like to listen to it because I know the struggle, because I've been through it too. We all have. Every one of us here. There's 68 people in this chat. We've all been in the struggle. Every one of us as well. There's no one here that can say it's been easy for them. It's not true. So I used to go to uni. Finished uni at about 5 o'clock, and I'll get home around 6:40, just on time. I'll eat 5 minutes, right? And I need to leave home and rush. No, sometimes like if 6:40 is the time I normally get, but I'll try and like happy like put speed up and do it in 6:30, because where my next job was in a place called Kenilworth, and Kenilworth from where I live, right, was about 25 minutes drive. So I have 5 minutes to eat, and if I was late, I was fucking, oh man, my boss was a fucking prick. But you know, it was cool. It was cool, but it was, yeah. Obviously you're late in it. I get it, but like for me, it was a lot of pressure. But I still did it, and then this is it, and I go and study and work 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Finish there, come home at 11:30, right? And if I haven't eaten at 6:30, I'm eating now. And when I eat, I now smoke a cigarette, finish smoking a cigarette, start revising. That's it. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, probably sometimes about 4 o'clock in the morning, go to bed, wake up at 7, and that's it. I needed 2 hours sleep. 2 hours sleep. Now that was my first job, Monday to Friday. Now my second job was I was working Coast PC World, fam. Oh man, fuck that place, man. Coast PC World was fuck that place. But what happened is with it was good. It gave me money, but like fucking hell, man. It was one of those ones like it's always target driven, and I didn't like that. You know, telling this thingy to sell insurance. How old am I? I'm 30, man. Yeah, so I've been working since I was like 17 16, 17 years old. So, but yeah, listen to this now. Then I used to work Coast PC Wallet. Oh yeah, they make you sell like fucking insurance. I don't like that, because when you look at someone, I'm not judging someone, but you can already tell if they're interested or not. If they want to get it, everyone knows about it. They would say, "Can I get the insurance?" or "Can you tell me about the insurance?" and blah blah blah. I didn't like pushing that on people. I think maybe I'm just too kind. And my manager was really pissed off about that. Like she was hot, man. Fucking hell, she was pang. But she didn't like me for the fact of that. But anyway, doesn't matter how hot she was. It does actually, because I took it on the chin. Anyone else, I was like, fuck you, innit? But you guys, I bet you guys have never said to your boss, fuck you. My pharmacy boss, I told him fuck off all the time. All the time. When I was thinking when I used to work on the weekends, because that was it. Before Sainsbury's, I was working pharmacy. I used to do 7 to 12, man. But he was in Birmingham, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, it was mad. But yeah, and then when I came across trading, I was doing my pre-reg. So I started doing pre-reg, and I had a lot of family business and family issues. Like my father passed away, there's a lot of things going on at home, and I made time. So someone just asked, how did you start trading? Who introduced you to it, and how long it took you to feel confident and then be a profitable trader? So I started trading when I was fucking in 26. Well, no. So me and NJ is my cousin, if you know, right? My blood cousin, right? Blood cousin. No, he's like legit my cousin. So he's my man. I think we went to we went to the mosque once. This is a story. We went to the mosque once to listen to a fucking lecture, right? And it was a really good lecture and whatnot. It was an interesting lecture. It's one of those questions like death, you know, like what about your life now? That's what it was about. So what are you doing about life now, and are you prepared for death? You know, what are you leaving behind? Your family, your kids, you know, and you know X, Y, and Z, that kind of stuff. But anyway, we came out, and I looked at NJ. I was like, yo, NJ, like bro, like that's a deep lesson, and he's like, yeah, X, Y, and Z, this and that, and we met this other guy called, I think his name's Adam or Ali or something like that. And he was telling us like he made 20k from trading and whatever, and we were like, yo, what the fuck? And he was telling us like, yeah, he sold us a course for £1,000 and whatever, all that shit, and we didn't have money, man. So we thought we could do it. It's 2014. We opened an Oanda account, right? I remember this really well. I put in £100 in there, and I forgot how much NJ did put in as well. And we were just guessing. Really, we didn't know what we were doing. We were buying along in, cutting it quite early and stuff like that. And it was trending market as well with Brent crude oil, because I was trading Brent crude oil and I was shorting it. I was making money on that. But yeah, I remember NJ, he did a trade on nat gas and made a £400 account to 2k on that day. And was it 2.2? Yeah, 2.4k. That was it. Because then he transferred 400. Bless the guy. He transferred £400 over to me. Yeah, to as my trading account. That's how beautiful the love that he's got for me as well. And he's a great guy. So please do follow him. I know his stream's coming up in 15 minutes as well. So do check him out as well. We're gonna end it quite soon. But yeah, and that's how I started. I lost money and I stopped. I was doing it during uni as well. And I stopped about 4 months afterwards, because I just kept losing money. And then NJ comes up to me, phones me up one day and tells me, you want to buy? He goes like, bro, I found this mad thing, Bitcoin, this and that. I was on YouTube, and he figured out how to buy it and this and that. It's really complicated. It was very complicated back then, like super fucking complicated. FMG told his boss to fuck off. Yeah, last day doesn't matter. You did it. Oh, fucking camera. Listen. Sorry guys, just the camera, one second. And we're back. There we go. Right, yeah. Yeah, even if you said on the last day, bro, you said it, innit? So fair play to you, man, 100%. And yeah, so we entered Bitcoin in 2017. Made money up there. In 2018, we lost everything pretty much. Then what happened was we came across Trader SC. And Trader SC, you know, sorted it all out and helped us out and whatnot. And then from there, I remember I qualified in 2018 as a professional pharmacist. I was on the register. I remember this August the 14th was the day I actually entered the register. 2018. I'll never forget that. It's a moment that changed my life as well, because money got a lot better as well. I was really happy about that, by God's blessing. and I was working full time and I was still learning how to trade. So I used to be at work, right, with a fucking phone, an iPhone 7, bro, and had the headphones, you know, the plug-in headphones, man, not the AirPods, the plug-in headphones. Put it inside the fucking ear, one in one ear, and I'm working at the same time. So when I gotta go to see a patient, I have one ear in my ear, right, and I'm listening to fucking SZ, and I'm chatting to patient at the same time. And I was trying to squeeze in everything. So I'm just showing you that you can make time. That it got to a point in 2019. I think it was a February time or whatever. I started missing classes and this and that, and I was working like 6-7 days a week, man. I was smashing out the fucking hours. And then like NJ spoke to me and said, listen, you're gonna have to decide how you can do this. And I took a break from trading itself back in 2019 because I realized one thing. I was like, look, I want to get a house now. That's my dream. Like right now, my mind is telling me get a fucking house. You need a fucking house. You need to get your own place, buy your yard. And I worked 6-7 days a week, man. I was killing the fucking hours, raking as much money as I can. And I bought the house in October the 10th of October 2019, a whole year. I made a promise to myself, in 1 year I'll do this. 1 year I'm buying a mad house. And by God's blessing, I'm really happy with this as well. And then it's all come from God, in my opinion. You know, I'm a God-believing guy. But hard work does come into it, but like there's blessings, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. So then I remember like gave myself a couple of months, right, of just working, because now I got a fat mortgage to pay, man. Fucking hell, the stupid motherfucking mortgage to pay. Fucking bank is taking my money and shit in it, but you gotta pay for it anyway. And that was it. Oh, by the way, just to say out there, right, I bought a yard in the nicest place in Birmingham. I live in Solihull, right. I'm blessed over there. I'm very, very happy. The neighbours are very calm. Kids here will grow really, really well. They'll be looked after as well. It's a good environment as well. There's no messing about. Like fucking, if you guys know in Birmingham, there's like places like Small Heath, Allen Rock, Sparkhill, but the rough area, isn't it, right? And your environment changes you, and I want to give an opportunity to my children, to my family, everyone, to actually do better. So but yeah, and then I came back in 2019, around March time, when the COVID dump, just before March, around February time, just before the dump itself. And I was trading Forex, and I learned scalping. I was killing it on the scalps. I was fucking murking it, man. And one day I made 21R. Was happy. It was early days as well, and started doing really consistent as well. And then I jumped back into crypto in August 2020. That was it. In August 2020. Sorry, February 2020 is when I actually jumped back into Forex. In August I jumped in, and then I started scalping on crypto and whatever. And then in terms of being profitable, because I mastered scalping and I was able to day trade, profit. Then obviously the bull. You have to remember, bull run pushes your account up. So if you got like something like $10,000, or like $10,000, and you make it like a 4x or 5x, that's 50 grand there. 50 grand pushes you a lot. And that's it. That's an example there. So it gives you an opportunity. So the bull market did definitely have a massive impact in actually making me profitable, because it was, my spots were going up high. But to be profitable, I would say it's not about getting. It's not about the fucking, like, the money. It's not about the money, because anyone can actually take a loan of $50,000 or some shit like that, right? And anytime Dick and Harry can do it. But what's important is about can you get more trades correctly and make more consistent R's than losses. That's what it's all about. That to me is profitable, right? And the money wise will come after. The profitable in the mind. It's all in the fucking mind, man. Trust me. You master this, no one can stop you. No one can stop you apart from God. Like I said, I'm a God believing. He can only stop you. He gives it to you. So master the mind, man. Trust me, and you can kill it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day actually. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. I really appreciate that. Shout and love to all of you guys, man. You guys have been fucking champs, man. You've been amazing people as well. Blessed to have you all here. And yeah, man, I'm happy to get 1,000. Got high on the stream, which is nice. And I'll catch you guys soon, alright? Love to all you guys.